And after about 6 years of my time at Disney, I thought, I gotta go do something else. Like, I gotta find a way to have my job be what I'm so jazzed about every day in these passion projects. And again, rationally, I loved my job at Disney. I made good money. I worked for a great boss. She taught me more about business than I will ever learn anywhere else, and yet I still wasn't satisfied. And I thought, okay, so what do I do here? And I had some friends who, luckily for me, had started companies. My friend Andy Dunn started Bonobos out in New York. He started it actually selling the pants literally out of a bag at my wedding. He was like, hey, buy these pants. And I was like, dude, these people are from Rural Ridge. Those are $90 pants. Like, they're not going to buy your pants. My whole family still calls him the Pants Man. Hey, how's that Pants Man doing? I'm like, he's raised $200 million. He's doing just fine. And so I asked Andy, I'm just like, what do you do here? Like, where do you go? And he said, look, you can either just jump into something. And he's like, do you have something? I was like, I have nothing. I don't know what to do. So then go work at a venture-backed startup. So I talked to the folks at Facebook that I had met through my Disney relationships. I talked to folks at Twitter, same deal. They were starting their LA office, which is now much larger than it was at the time. And I kept trying to dig my way through to something that made sense. And luckily, Andy knew Deb Benton, who's now a board member at the Bouqs. And Deb was COO at Shoe Dazzle, and she said, hey, come interview with Brian, and let's see if there's something here. So I met with Brian, I met with MJ, I met with Deb. And the answer pretty quickly was kind of like, you're like a corporate dude from Disney, like you don't know how to do startup. And this is one of those branding things that happens, right? I now run a startup. I've run it for 4 years, relatively successfully, and I'm the same dude I was when they told me I was a corporate wonk who could never work at a startup. And this is one of those painful things, especially when you think about moving from corporate to startup. And I do the same thing. I look at a resume from a Mattel, and I'm like, corporate. And I was exactly in the same position 4 or 5 years ago. Personal branding and your resume matter so much in this world because we're always trying to take shortcuts. Did you do it before? Can you do it? Have you demonstrated the exact same skill set in the exact same situation? And the answer is always no, but we look for it anyway. And so I was a victim of that at the time. My personal branding was big corporate strategy guy. Bain & Company, Disney corporate strategy, that's what you know how to do. So they passed on me, and I was like, it's a bummer. And then 6 months later, there was a whole new leadership team, and they were like, we need a brand guy from corporate America. And I was like, hey, here I come. So I ended up working at Shoe Dazzle anyway.